What's up guys, it's your boy Hima and welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so sorry I've been away for a while. I've been struggling with a few of my family issues and of course my depression, but I'm back with a brand new video. And if you guys are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. And of course, if you're not so new to the channel, thank you so much for tuning in and I hope you guys had a wonderful week. So let's get to it. I have an amazing video planned out for you guys today, so let's get to it. Alright guys, so what a week guys, what a week. Oh my god, the Reddit people, the Wall Street, Doge coin, Elon Musk, it was crazy. I think the heat is still upon us, it's not over yet. So we're gonna look into few basic things today and we're gonna decide what's going on and what you can do to protect your money in these uncertain times. So this video is all about, we're going to discuss everything, Dogecoin and of course the Nasdaq, Australian Stock Exchange, and of course crypto. So we're going to look into all of that. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so we are at the chart. So we're going to look into the charts and see what's going on. First we'll start with the Reddit beef. Okay, so let me go Wall Street bets. So if you want to find out who these revolutionaries are, this is where you go. So these are a bunch of retail investors and day traders like you and me, and these are the guys who managed to screw the hedge funds, you know, the big cats in Wall Street. So what basically happened was you know, there's this hedge fund called Citron Management. You can just Google it. They are a hedge fund in Wall Street, so big company, big billion-dollar hedge fund. So what this guy did was he came out in a public, you know, publicly and said that I'm shorting this stock. This is a useless stock. He talked shit about it, and of course the people on Reddit got, you know what, you can't say shit about this, like how can you do that, so we're gonna screw you over. So that's what basically happened. So short selling is basically you borrow some stocks from a lender, you borrow stocks from a lender and then you sell the stocks and then buys it back when the price is low. Of course you can do this when the stock is going down, and most people make money with it, not just hedge fund guys. Of course everyone, like people who do short selling, make money with short selling. It's a really good method, but at the same time you can't make money when the stock goes up. You can only make it when it goes down. So when the stock price goes up, you're losing money exponentially in a large amount. It's a large amount. It's actually in the billions. So what happened in this case was, when these guys, of course they came out and said we're shorting this, and of course insulted this place called Game Shop, and of course all the Reddit people are like, you know what, nah, we're gonna buy this out. So they started buying it, and of course the you know how the internet goes, everyone started buying it and the stock price plummeted up to $500. So what happened was those hedge funds lost a lot of money. I think reportedly the Citron Management place lost about 2.17 billion US dollars in a day. So that's a lot of money. So that's what basically happened, but that's in the past. I think there's still more to come. We do not know what's going to happen. There's an active war between the Wall Street and of course day traders like you and me. We are so sick of these people screwing us over, so we're gonna change them. We're gonna go after them. So that's what people are doing. Now, there are so many things to this, so and we have to be very careful with our money, so as to what we have to do and what we can do and what we shouldn't do. So that's what this video is about, to help you guys to stay safe and protect your money. Alright, so let's get to the charts guys. So first, this is what happened yesterday. This is the S&P 500. Of course the market fell in about 1.93%. that's a considerable amount given how you know how crazy all of this is. Alright, so we're looking at the charts. This is of course the Nasdaq, and as you can see in the MACD and of course RSI, these are all in overbought areas. So that means the market should have a small correction. So I do not blame Reddit people or the Wall Street guys as to what's going on. And the other thing is, the Wall Street people, they are retaliating against these Reddit people and day traders by selling these because they have a considerable amount of money in their hedge funds as well in these stocks. So what they're doing is they're selling it off, thinking that retail investors would in panic, in scare, sell their stocks so they can catch up with that money that they lost. So they're gonna basically short the whole market. So that's why Reddit people are telling other retail investors not to be afraid, keep your money, don't sell, because if you do, these people will get back the money they lost. So this is all confusing. And what kind of part do we play, the retail investors? Of course, firstly, this is happening in America, and I'm surprised what the hell is going on in Australia. This has nothing to do with us. It's their fight. Of course, it makes sense in America. There's so many things happening with them, so I understand. But why the Australian stock market is going down? That's my other question that I'm gonna answer. But so let's look into the charts. So this is the S&P 500, and last day they lost about 1.93%. And of course, it makes sense market should go through a correction like this. But so let's draw a trend line. This was from March, and so this is actually yesterday. So we can, as you can see, it's acting like the way it should. It is on a it is in a bull trend, so it should go up. But small corrections like this happen every day, so that's something that you should be worried about. But the messed up part about this is actually controlled. Everything is happening for a weird number of reasons. So I'm not personally, if I were you, I would not be personally, I do not have stocks in the S&P 500. But if I do have stocks, I will be keeping close eye these days, specifically these days, because there could be a huge dump coming. There could be not. So we do not know what's going to happen. All right. So basically, if the market falls below this line, that means that you should be worried. Otherwise, you do not have to. It's still not there. This is actually 3,642 mark. Of course, we're still safe. Don't worry about it. But the real question that real panic should happen after it breaks that line, and we do not know what's going to happen. There will be more red days in the coming week, so that's why you're gonna have to have stop losses. So if you are trading, if you have small cap stocks, penny stocks in your portfolio in S&P 500, you have to be very careful, because these are the stocks that will get hit first. They have a high volatility, and they are the first ones that people are dumping. So of course, you have stocks like Apple, Microsoft, Amazon. I don't think people will dump these, and even if they do have some money in hand, you can buy these at a really good price. But I don't think that will happen, because these are major stocks and there's no reason for them to dump these stocks. So but if you have small cap stocks, penny stocks, you gotta be very careful. So, and this is the other thing, this is the Australian market. Same scenario, same story. We lost a considerable amount as well. Of course, 2.84% yesterday, and even day before that it was 2%. So in 2 whole days we lost 4% of the entire market. I think this is happening because of panic buying in Australia. I do not think we have to have a panic like in America, because in America it makes sense. They just had a new president and he's changing so many things, and of course these Reddit and hedge fund wars are happening, so it makes sense. But for us, I actually have no rational explanation except the fact that people are panic selling, hoping that because this is happening in America, people here would sell. So like if I'm afraid and if I have this store, like oh they're gonna sell these stuff over here, so I'm gonna sell mine as well. So this is loosely based on speculation and assumptions. Other than that, I cannot see any rational argument as to why this should happen. This is happening in Australia. Of course, markets go through corrections, and that's fine, but this is solely panic selling. So if you are in the ASX, I do have, or most of my money is in ASX. So if you do have money in ASX, you have to have stop losses. Again, all you have to worry about penny stocks, small cap stocks. Do not worry about large ones. Of course, major major stocks, but keep an eye at the same time, because if there is a huge market correction coming, and if we cross below 6,400, then that means you have to be cautious. And of course, whether you want to sell your stocks or keep is up to you. I'm personally following a active trading plan. Of course, it's a mixed one. So what I'm gonna do, I'll be selling my penny stocks, my play around stocks, if they hit harder, and I have stop losses in place, and if the stop losses actually come closer, I'm gonna have to sell. But other than that, I won't be selling stocks like West Farmers, which I do, and Fortescue for no apparent reason, because they are going on a good trajectory and these corrections are normal. And of course, the next thing, so we look at the S&P 500. Dow Jones is also down, but that's fine. It's just like S&P 500. And of course, XJO, which is the Australian Stock Exchange, is also down. And this is tradingyou.com, guys. So if you're new to channel, if you don't know about, if you're new to trading or investing, this is a really good website that you should check. They have a paid version. I'm currently using the free version. You can just Google, go over there and search any ticket symbol, and you'll have the data. Of course, there's a paid version as well. And while you're at it, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you so much for listening to my videos, and hit that bell notification and the like button. It will help the channel out in the long run. Alright, so now the other interesting part is, of course, Dogecoin. Yeah, you heard me right. Alright, this is also happening, I think. Dogecoin is basically, have you guys seen that meme with the dog like this? So this is basically what Dogecoin is. So they are a decentralized, I think they are a decentralized cryptocurrency. Honestly, I personally don't understand what the purpose of this coin is. There are 6,700 crypto coins, and I do not understand all of it. But this is just a pump and dump. I do not understand why this should have a hype. Honestly, the reasons as to why this is topping up all of a sudden, I cannot speculate, or I do not know. But what I do know is, I never put money in things that I don't understand. I understand Bitcoin, I understand Stellar Lumens, I understand Litecoin, but of course Dogecoin, I do not understand. I haven't seen people talk about, I haven't seen people use Dogecoin, so I'm not gonna put my money in it, so because everyone is telling. So this is what the charts in Dogecoin looks like. Of course, we have the RSI and the MACD all pointing towards overbought areas. It's a water. So this coin went up to a 0.7, I think 7 cents from, of course, to 0.009. That's what, like, so that's what happened. That's a huge increase. Let's see how much of an increase that is. So this is, yeah, almost 856% of an increase. That's a lot of money. If you someone who put some money in here, at least $100, you're gonna have a lot of money in there right now, by now. So, but yeah, like, this is just like GameStop. I do not know, like, GameStop is basically a thing that should have never happened. I blame the hedge funds for making that happen. We will look into GameStop charts as well. So this is Dogecoin at the moment. I would not personally put money, because it's at an all-time high, and some people are saying that this will go up, of course, but I just don't see a reason behind it going up, except for the FOMO. All right, except for people coming up, because, like, here's the thing, with crypto, with pretty much everything, do not put your money just because others are doing it. If you do not understand it, don't do it. All right, have a trading plan, be logical, don't let your emotions control what's going on, because if you do, you'll always be behind and you'll lose money. Most people fear that they're losing out, that's how they're putting money, but they're putting money in the wrong time, not the wrong place, wrong time. So no one can predict what's going to happen in the future. So that's why you have to stick to what you know instead of what others know, your knowledge, your experience. So I would not personally buy this right now, and I don't think I'll ever buy it, but I would personally look into decentralized cryptocurrency, not centralized cryptocurrency, decentralized. Yeah, you heard it there, right? So there are centralized cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, and of course there are decentralized cryptocurrencies like DeFi and Chromia. So we're gonna look into that in another video, but today, as for now, this is my thoughts on Dogecoin. I would not personally buy it. All right, so lastly we'll look into GameStop, and of course then I'll give you some tips as to what you can do, and in some terms of uncertainty. So this is GameStop, New York Stock Exchange. Look at that. Oh my god. And the other thing that I wanna look is, of course, VIX. Recording this. Yeah. So this is the volatility index, which is of course VIX. So this is what's going on, and as you can see, this is a really good area to be in. And of course this was actually during March. There was high volatility, of course with the corona crash, and of course the volatility reduced over time, and then today and yesterday and day before yesterday this little red bar came. I think volatility should be somewhere around 25-27 mark. Right now it's at 36, so this is not a good time. If you're new to the game, I would not personally risk myself in putting money in especially these kind of things that I don't understand. And should you buy GameStop or not, that's up to you. I would not personally buy in GameStop because it's over here at 323. We don't know what's gonna happen. This could skyrocket, but here's the thing, guys. I understand the case that you guys are making. They're saying hold this so that the hedge funds won't be able to make money. As long as we hold it, they won't be able to short. That is true. That is absolutely true. But for me, if I'm investing in a company, I have to make sure that that company is making money. GameStop right now is not making any kind of money. They actually almost filed for bankruptcy before this happened. And GameStop, it's basically a place that you go and buy games. You don't have to. It's a brick and mortar store. You don't have to do that anymore. They buy games online. So this company wasn't making any kind of money. That's why its stock went down. And then this happened, and then it went boom back up. But the thing I want to tell you guys is, like, should you put your money in this because everyone is doing it? No, don't do it. It's a failed company. Of course, like, who are we kidding? Like, the guys from hedge funds, they're correct. This wasn't making any money. How can you make money when people buy games from online? All right, and it's just like the blockbuster thing. So I would not personally put money in something like this. If it's like Tesla, that makes sense because Tesla is a company that makes money and that has a future. So that's a rational argument that you should have. But this one, it makes sense. So that's why I would not put money in this, because I'm unsure of where this is going to begin with. Alright, and it's just, for me, it doesn't make any sense. That's not what smart investors and traders do. So if I were you, I'm not putting any money in this. I think you should consider not doing it at the same, even though, like, do your research, please. Alright, and no one should buy this at this high. The company is heavily overvalued. I'm pretty sure hedge fund guys heavily undervalued it, but it is heavily overvalued and it shouldn't be that place. So be smart about your money. I would not put money in this one. Alright, Okay guys, so that was somewhat of a long video. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we know this is what's happening. I'm talking about this more in other videos. So if I want to hear your opinions as well, so if you are one of the Wall Street bets, I'm actually in the forum as well. Please sure to you add me. My name is Kari Mantel in Reddit, so make sure to add me. And of course, please go to Reddit, and if it's I think there are a lot of tips and stuff happening there. There are people who are genuinely putting good tips, but I would honestly, I look at all of these things and I do my research in the end. So before putting money into any kind of things, I do my research. I do not fall for these trends, because that's what smart people do. All right, so thank you so much for tuning in, and hit the subscribe button, and of course hit that bell notification so you are notified when a new video is dropped. That's it for today guys. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you in another video. Peace.